Well, I certainly will, Lee, and thanks for putting this together. And for many of you, this is not going to be your typical webinar. Lee and I have been working on something the past month. Some of you I recognize and you're aware of it. Most of you probably haven't seen it. So, we wanted to invite you to the party because I know I woke up this morning and it's like, well, it's here. This is the day that everybody's been talking about for the past 3 months. Well, I'll get started in 2020. Well, this is the first day of the first full week of the new year. And I know a lot of people probably woke up and said, oh shit, it's here. And you know what? We're in the middle of something that is really doing some amazing things. I first became aware of it probably 6 weeks ago. Well, no, I came aware of it in early November, and I did my due diligence. But then when I figured out that this is everything that I expected it to be, and I jumped full in probably about 6 weeks ago, and it's taken off more than I ever expected. Not only for me, but for about 120 people that I've already enlisted in this. Lee's got several people enlisted in it, and you know what? It's this is where I have changed my business model, and so has Lee. Right, Lee? You told me that too. When I first told you this, you said, "Hey, Steve, I don't have room for this," and then all of a sudden, I know you got on board with me, and this is where your focus is. Correct?
Oh, I was just being, when you talked to me about this the first time, I was being my normally cranky self. Yes.
Yes, you were.
And I know you told me. and and you said, no, Lee, you actually have to listen to this and take a good hard look at it. And I'm glad I did, because what we're talking to you about today is actually the future of the way things are going to be. And this thing's taken off, guys. It
Yep.
is really amazing. It's going to solve so many problems. Steve, I don't want to preempt what you're saying. I'm just excited.
Well, good. And it's what I've been talking about for the past decade. So it's not like this is a big surprise to anybody. We'll get into that in a minute. But what I want to show you today is this. Here's what you're going to learn in the next maybe an hour or so. We're going to go fast, all right? This is the fastest way to hit the ground running in the brand new year, 2020. Yes, it's here. I know you're painfully aware. All right. Now, what it is, it's an incredible new platform that over 500 million, that should not be a dollar sign there, 500 million businesses and professionals around the world, they want this, they need this, they've been waiting for it. I've been talking about it for a decade. Many of you on the line here, you know me, you've been following me a long, long time. You know what I do. I'm all about the back end. I'm all about flawless follow-up and bringing it to businesses. We'll talk about that in a minute. It's here. This is what we're talking about today. Those of you that like to outsource things, you don't like to do the work, guess what? You could do that. You could outsource everything. You don't need to do anything except show people a video. And on top of it, when it comes to doing the work, I have created a complete done for you, what I call an ignition funnel. It ignites a relationship. It gets people excited. It creates a burning desire for them to want to get this from you. I'm going to give it to you. You can swipe it from me. I've done it. I've built it for you. It's a gorgeous funnel. It's got an incredible video. You're going to get it all for free when you come join us today. And here's the best part. They are in the midst of a 100% commission period. When you get going today, we'll give you everything you need. You get going today, you could start selling this and earn 100% commission on your very first month. That's incredible. But that's for a very, very short time. So you got to act fast, but that's okay. You're going to want to. And finally, what does this say? You're not going to pay me a dime. That should say, that should be a P there. You can see I was doing this fast. I was excited. You don't pay me a single dime. This is not something where at the end of this, I'm going to say, hey, normally it's $3,000, but yada, yada, yada. And then I'm going to ask you for $1,000 like other people on webinars do. It's not that at all. Okay. Not that at all. You're going to be amazed. I'll tell you right now. Okay. It's a simple $87 a month investment. So I'll tell you right now, if you're not willing to invest $87 a month in yourself for the coming year, save yourself the next hour, go out and find yourself another opportunity. That's all I'm going to ask for you for today is an $87 commitment to yourself. And then Lee and I are going to be there to guide you through everything in 2020. And we are going to be there to take you, hold your hand, give you all the resources you need, even be there as your coach, your mentor, and hold you accountable. Lee, am I saying that all right?
You got it all. You've left out one big thing, though.
Yes, sir. What's that?
Recurring income. building a recurring income that's going to stick. There's recurring income and there's recurring income, guys. I mean, you think you've got recurring income, but then people drop, you'll like your client drops out after a month or two, something like that. We're talking about building a serious recurring income that's going to stay with you month after month and year after year. So that's a really big thing here. Steve, that was actually the big thing that caught my attention.
You're right. And it deserved to be here. But so I'm really glad you said that. Absolutely. Okay. And speaking of recurring income, that means I told you there's an $87 investment. That means that right away, when you start earning your recurring investment, your recurring income, which we want to help you do in your very first month, is going to more than cover your $87 investment. So really, this platform becomes free for you and an automatic instant profit month after month after month. Thank you for bringing that to my attention. It really is one of the critical bullet points, maybe number one.
That's
All
what I'm
right.
here for.
Folks, I don't need to show this slide to you, but it's in my permanent slide deck. You know who I am. Many of you have followed me for the better part of a decade as I've been talking about flawless follow-up. It's all about the follow-up. Businesses, they need follow-up. I got started talking about this with my program called the Back-End Blueprint. Through the years, all these products that I've been developing, it's always been about flawless follow-up. Now, the really cool thing is, remember I told you 500 million businesses all around the world? Folks, we've never lived in better times when we can reach those businesses. Look at that circle, the top right of my screen. This shows you I've got clients, I've got customers buying my products, paying for my services in 152 different countries. Folks, I don't say that to pat myself on the back. I say that to show you what the possibilities and the opportunities are. And I will show you what you need to do to get the word out there and to open up and unlock doors everywhere, okay? Because businesses everywhere, they want this and they need this. This has been what I've been talking about for 2 decades. I have always stated there are 2 missions that I have, and the first one is to help businesses succeed. Businesses are failing because they're leaving simple money on the table, and it's because they don't follow up, and they don't know how. See, the businesses, they don't know the process. And see what the thing is, if I teach you the process, you can go help those businesses, and you know what? You could earn that recurring income that Lee was talking about just by showing them what they don't know. That's all there is to it. It's that simple. You see, what people don't realize, they think that technology changes everything. It doesn't. Technology changes nothing, but it improves everything. Now, what that means is people are still people. People still buy for the reasons that they always bought. But you still get people's attention the way even Richard Sears got people's attention in the 1800s when he started the Sears catalog. I could tell you that story, and the things that he did really were the same things we do today. It's just that his technology was different. The technology he used to reach people in remote locations, it wasn't the internet. It was a steam locomotive. That was the newest technology that allowed him to reach people in targeted locations as fast as possible. But you know what? Back in the 1800s, as fast as possible meant you had to wait till the 6:16 on Thursday afternoon in order to reach these people. You don't have to do that now. You could do it instantaneously, and most importantly, you could reach people all around the world, but you could focus in on them with laser-like precision, and you can get feedback that tells you right away who's ready, willing, and able to buy. And that's why you could have so much success. Now, I first alerted you to this with my first product back in 2011 called the Back-End Blueprint. And look, this is actually a screenshot from my sales letter back in 2011. We're talking about almost a decade ago. And look what I said here. It's exactly what I said about the 2 missions that I'm on. Number 1, you can earn income. You can create for yourself $20,750 per month if you were to execute my business plan. That's exactly what it added up to. Let me state what I always have to state here. I'm not promising you you're going to make anything. All I'm showing you is that I laid out for you a plan to achieve that. If you executed the plan added up to that. If you don't execute it, I can't promise you will. I can't promise the success you'll have. Then I can't guarantee you the results. I have to tell you that. All right, but the bottom line is you can create a business for yourself by helping businesses how to make $1,500 to $2,500 a pop selling back-end optimization is needed by every offline business in your town. And if you look at the bottom right-hand corner here, this is actually from like chapter 5 or 6 of the product, and it shows you, look, this is what you have to do for the first 5 months. You open up new accounts, you charge them for setup, you charge them to maintain them, and then you generate affiliate revenue. That affiliate revenue is the recurring monthly income Lee and I were speaking about. I had it completely right back then. There was one thing I didn't emphasize enough. You know what that is? I know Lee knows what that is, right, Lee?
I might know what it is. I'm kind of curious. Do I know what it is?
Well, I did not emphasize enough the affiliate revenue, the recurring income part of it. Okay. The reality is all this is played out, and it's played out for lots of people. But you know what? Affiliate revenue is much bigger than I realized back in 2011. Now, I've been teaching people how to do this since that time. Right now, I've got my offline funnel mastery group that has really evolved out of the back-end blueprint back in 2011. Hundreds of people, well over thousands of people have come through my program, and I've taught them how to build these offline funnels for businesses. The offline funnels, you know what they do? They create flawless follow-up forever. It's what businesses need. You're looking at people there that were able to change their lives. You're looking at, look at this. Jay Harmon was paid $24,000 by a business when he introduced them to my flawless follow-up, and he brought them 3 new clients worth over $3 million. And Jamie was able to leave his job at retail. He was in his 40s. He said, Steve, I got to get out of here. I've been trying to escape retail forever, and I can't do it. I taught Jamie how to do this. He went on to huge success, so much so that he started a very successful company in his native Australia, and then he shut it all down because he moved to New Zealand to marry the woman of his dreams and raise a family. And he was able to start a brand new business in New Zealand because businesses there wanted and needed the exact same thing. You see businesses everywhere. They want and they need it. Here's proof of that. Here's proof of number one company that paid me $6,500 in cash. It's not every day that somebody goes and walks into their safe and gets out 65 $100 bills and gives them to you in form of payment. So I figured I had to take a picture of this. But that's exactly what a jeweler did for me, because I put together a flawless follow-up campaign that created $40,000 worth of revenue. I said, how do you like to pay me? I take credit cards and check. He said, nah, here. He went into his safe and he brought out $100 bills, 65 of them, and he handed them to me. Babalu Cigar Company, we've more than tripled his business just by putting these funnels into place. And then you see Mark Edmondson from Southern Shutters and Blinds. Okay, we found for him $50,000 of potential new business in less than 4 days. How did we do this? We brought to them marketing automation that made sure that once they met somebody the first time, they got into this funnel so they could follow up with them, bring them back to buy from them over and over and over again. Now, in 2013, Entrepreneur Magazine put out this infographic, and they said that marketing automation is the killer process that businesses are going to need. It's going to be a $4.8 billion industry. And you know what they said? By 2020, Main Street America businesses, the small businesses around the world, not just Main Street America, but small businesses around the world, they're going to need this. But at that time, like all new technology, it always starts with the big companies adopting it first because it's expensive and it's difficult to implement. It happened with fax machines. When fax machines came out in 1982, it cost $20,000 to get a fax machine. $20,000. Think of that, folks. You would, I went to work for the Samsonite Luggage Corporation right out of college in the early mid-'80s, and they had a fax machine. I'd never seen one before. And they said to me, we paid about $10,000 for this thing. It was huge, and it sat on a table all by itself, and it was quiet. It wasn't even on. I said, well, why isn't it working? They said, yeah, well, none of our customers can afford their own fax machine to send us orders. So, we hardly ever get any orders on this right now in 1986 because nobody else except big department stores has one on their end. Well, what happened by the early 90s? By the early 90s, there was a complete shift in the way people did business, right? And fax machines were exactly the way everybody conducted business. Now, you need to understand something. Imagine that if you were the person that in 1989, okay, you were the person that first got a hold of inexpensive fax machines that every small business you ran into would want and need because they saw all those other big companies have it, but you were the one that had it at a reasonable price and you had the supplies and you could now supply it to all those businesses. Can you imagine the position you'd be in and how much money you would make? Because lots of monies. You think about companies, you think about Sharp, you think about Canon, you think about all these companies that made these fax machines affordable, and then small businesses jumped on the bandwagon, and what happened? Well, folks, we are exactly there right now with marketing automation. Here's some more stats from 2014 just to prove my point. In 2014, Rob Associates said marketing automation right now, the big companies are doing it. 60% of the big companies over $500 million in revenue, 60% of them are using marketing automation. But you get down to smaller companies, $5 million and less, and it's 3%. Now, I got to tell you, even the smaller companies, the ones that you're probably calling on every day, those, they call them micro companies, the ones Main Street companies that we're talking about. We're talking about hair salons. We're talking about, auto mechanics. We're talking about restaurants. We're talking about boutique shops. They probably do $500,000 to $2 million a year. That's about where my cigar shop guy was before we got him into marketing automation and tripled his business, right? Well, probably less than 1% of those people are doing any marketing automation at all, except it's about to change. I want you to think of that from this point forward. I need to go ahead and get a sip of water here, but I want you to tell me how would you like to be in a position that you became the exclusive person in your area to deliver fax machines and supplies in 1989 to all those small businesses? Tell me how that would make you feel while I get a sip of water here. Lee, did you want to say something?
No, I'm good. I'm good. So guys, leading, talking about what Steve's saying, how would you like to get at the forefront of essentially a revolutionary change in what's happening in the local business marketing arena, and the forefront in a way that, again, is going to create true recurring income, essentially passive recurring income for you without you really having to do much work at all. We're not talking about with you doing a ton of work per client. We're just basically talking about very, very minimal work.
Yeah. You may even be overstating it when you call it minimal. So, but
I was sitting here thinking about that. I'm sitting here thinking, what the hell do they need to do?
Right.
I mean, really, like nothing virtually.
So we'll get to that in 1 second. All right, so let's just finish our history lesson. Look, the reason for the history lesson, folks, is you need to know a couple things. You need to know I have been steady as a rock for a decade. Those of you, I see Herb here. Herb knows. He bought my back-end blueprint. He knows from 2011. I've been talking about the same thing. The problem is it's always been expensive. It's always been complex. And so Main Street America businesses have been kept on the sidelines. The reason I'm so excited today, and the reason you're hearing it in my voice, is I'm excited for you, just like the 120 people that already got on board with me in the past few weeks, and Lee, all right? We don't want you to miss out on this, and that's why I'm so excited. So let me quickly go through you and tell you that I saw this opportunity in 2015, and I tried to take advantage of it with a company called Lead Outcome, but we were too early, and Lead Outcome didn't have the resources. We saw the vision, but it just didn't pan out. So then I hooked up with Active Campaign starting in 2016, and still till today, I still operate a white label version of Active Campaign under the name Funnel Kits. And what Funnel Kits has allowed us to do is allowed us to replicate some of it, to make it available to more people. But Funnel Kits, as Active Campaign, really only handles one aspect of it. That's the email automation. You see, the full marketing automation package, it needs a lot more. You see, businesses, they need a website, they need a blog. So they're going to need WordPress. They're going to need hosting. Maybe they're going to need a GoDaddy account. Everything I put up on the screen right now requires another login account, another monthly payment. Okay, whatever it is, it adds up to thousands a month. After they get their website, they start realizing, hey, I need to put up landing pages and funnels. So they invest in ClickFunnels. That might cost them $300, $400, $500 a month. Then they say, I need email marketing. So they get Infusionsoft, or they get Funnel Kits or Active Campaign. And that's going to cost them several $100s a month. And if they want to advertise, they got to pay Facebook. And if they want to do social media syndication and they want to do it the right way, they're going to have to get an account with a company called Hootsuite. You look at this right here, look at everything you see on your screen, and the companies have already spent thousands of dollars a month. They've got multiple accounts, multiple technology that they need to learn. And if you want to be the person to supply that to them, guess what? There's two things they haven't even done yet. What's that? The first thing is, after spending $1,000 or $2,000 on everything you see on the screen, they still haven't paid you. So now you're going to go to them and say, look, I want to be paid for my services. I want $500. I want $1,000. I want $2,500 a month. They can say, but I can't afford that because I have to have all these accounts. And then on top of that, nobody has addressed the hardest thing yet. You know what that is? It's content creation. Who creates the content for the landing pages, for the emails, for the blog posts and the social media and the newsletters? Who's going to do all that? Who's going to do all that work, pay you, pay for all this? And now you see why Main Street America businesses, I keep saying America, Main Street businesses around the world have been kept on the sidelines. It's too expensive, it's too complex, and they couldn't get involved. They couldn't take advantage of it until now. That's why for 2020, we're kicking off the next generation of marketing automation, and it's with a company called Royaltie. I am so excited to introduce you to the Royaltie, and I want to give you an overview of what they do. But you need to understand that you are now in the position of being able to go to all these businesses, 500 million businesses, small businesses, professionals, entrepreneurs, solopreneurs around the world. You no longer have to worry about just who's in your backyard. Introduce them to something and get paid an affiliate revenue every single month. Who would like to receive an affiliate revenue every single month just by making one simple introduction today? Let me get a sip of water. I want to know if you're as excited about this as I am, and I'll show you why Royaltie is so special. Who wants to see behind the scenes of Royaltie? Let me know.
A couple of things, guys, while Steve's getting some water. Number one, I'm putting a link into the website so you can click on that, because Royaltie is spelled a little differently from the way the word is normally spelled in English. But two, we're talking, there's so much here. Instead of cobbling together all of this stuff, is Steve, that's what you've done for years. It's what I've done for years. It's what we've taught people to do for years. Spending all of that money, and then you get everything fixed, and then one of those platforms that you're using changes something, and then you got to start all over again. I think the huge thing, just as you said, is the content, that ongoing finding of the content, the sourcing of it, the creation of it, the curation of it. That was always the huge bugaboo. And guys, we're talking about all of this stuff done for you, even the content done for you, but you're not the one doing the content with the Royaltie platform. The content is done, check this out, the content is actually done by artificial intelligence. It's truly amazing. Steve, take it away.
Yeah, exactly. I know you get excited about like I do. Okay, so folks, here's what we were saying. Online marketing, it is the #1 source of customers worldwide. Look at that. Marketinginteractive.com says it's even bigger than TV. But 99% of the independent business owners, they don't do it the way they're supposed to do it. That's what I've been saying all this time. And the reason why is because of what we've been talking about. It's too expensive and it's too complex. And it's kept all those businesses sitting on the sidelines because they know they needed to master websites and SEOs and advertising and social media, blogs, email marketing, CRMs, and even analytics. Now Royaltie, it does it all. So I know it seemed complicated before. It's not anymore. Let me show you what Royaltie is all about. I'm going to show you in the back end here what Royaltie does. Look at that A and that I, how it's different colors. That's what we're talking about. It's the first all-in-one marketing powered platform powered by artificial intelligence. The artificial intelligence, look, it's got 20,000 daily users that are using the platform, over 196 industries. It's analyzing, collecting data from 1.1 billion ads and social posts. That's what makes artificial intelligence intelligent, right? It gets to analyze all this data and it gets to predict what the right content for you is to put onto your website, to include in your email newsletters and everything else. You won't have to worry about it. The AI engine just gets smarter every day. That's what it does. So that's why Royaltie says your marketing for the first time, It's all done. It's all done for you. And when I say you, I'm talking about businesses that are your clients. So now you can go to these businesses and you can say, look, maybe you couldn't afford $2,000, $3,000, $4,000 a month before, but look, I've got a program now. It's a drop in the bucket and it's powered by artificial intelligence. Would you like to see it? Who could do that? Let me ask you. You tell me right now, just say me, who could walk up to a business and say, would you be interested in an all-in-one marketing platform where all the work was powered by artificial intelligence and it's less expensive than anything you've ever seen before? Who could say that to a business? Martin says yes. Herb says yes. Diego's excited. Martin number 2 is exciting. Elliot's excited. Beautiful. Jay, beautiful. Yeah, it's literally that easy. You want to see how it works? I'll take you into the back end. Let me show you something. In fact, where's Lee's link? Let me show you what happens. You guys can start signing up for this right now. I mean, who would like to be a part of this? We haven't even talked about the fact that you're going to make money, recurring monthly income by doing this. Click on Lee's link that's in the chat area, which is easyprofitsoftware.com/royalty. And look what happens. You're going to be taken to this screen right here. I want you to see, pretend you're a business just getting started for the first time. In fact, you don't have to pretend because you are a business just getting started, right? Go here where it says get started. Now, just give the name of your business. So for me, we'll just say Steve's Flawless Follow-Up. And folks, you don't need to worry about this because you could change it any time, okay? And we're going to say that I am in the digital marketing business, and I am in, let's just call it online marketing. I help businesses make more money by following up flawlessly. Okay, that's it. I'm just going to say that about my business. I'm going to pick a font for my website. Arial's a good traditional font, and we'll just go with a nice blue color. That's kind of purple. Let's go back here. There's a nice blue color. Okay, watch what happens when I push this button. Everybody watch. Hey, if you're not paying attention to your screen right now, come on back. Let me get 100% participation because you need to see this. I filled out
guys,
one, two,
you
three,
actually do need
four,
to be
five.
watching this.
Okay. In fact, let's wait. Okay, we got a couple more people. I'll start naming names. If you don't have the screen active, I know who you are. All right. So if you don't want me to call out your name, there we go. Look at that. That does it. 100% participation. Way to go, guys. Beautiful. I'll even give you a little cha-ching for that. All right. So watch this. I'm going to create my marketing campaign. Watch what the screen says. Where it's building your website. It's selecting your search keywords. It's designing your email newsletter. It's setting up your blog and your analytics. It's building your social marketing. And your marketing is done. It's done, folks. All of that thing is done for you. Now you choose which platform do you want. You want the $87 a month, the small business, or the marketing agency? Folks, let me give you a little hint here. Okay, if you're on the call today, unless you own a brick and mortar business, all right, but if you're on the call today and you are somebody that wants to introduce this to businesses just for the sole purpose of building your affiliate revenue, just go with the $87 a month. That's fine. That's where I am. That's what Lee is. Now, on the other hand, if you are a business, if you have a clientele, and I'm talking about thousands of people, all right, then you probably want to go for a minimum of the 167, but probably even the 327. And you want to know something, folks? Remember, businesses, they've spent thousands of dollars on marketing before and been burned. They're going to look at 327 a month and they're going to say, that's a drop in the bucket. That is a cup of coffee. That's exactly the line a business owner said to me yesterday. I had a mastermind group with some people on a Sunday morning, and I met with some businesses. He said, are you kidding? He says, I've spent as much as $20,000. 327 is a cup of coffee. I'm in. Okay? And he's in. He's a member of Royalty now. So you just go and you choose the $87 a month, and this is where you create your account, and now you just enter your billing information. So while I'm doing that, who's already in? When you're in, I'm going to give you a cha-ching. You put your name and you say that you're in. Martin's in. I know. Okay, Martin's in. Excellent. Diego, are you in? All right. Yeah, Diego, of course. You're okay, Diego. It sounds like Diego's in. All right. In addition to the monthly fee, no, it's $87 a month. That's it. Okay, that's it. All right. Now, hang on one second here. Not a problem, Diego, not a problem at all. I don't know what your situation is, but that's not a problem. All right, and if you have any questions, you can contact me offline about that. All right, so that's it, Jim. It's $87 a month. Now let me show you what's going on here in the background. In the background, all right, let me open up my account. I'm going to show you what's going on. All right. Here's what's being created. All right. They have created social media posts for you. These posts, you can put them on your website. You can put them into an email newsletter. It's gone out. What it's done using artificial intelligence, it has gone out and found the most popular websites. This is the type of thing that Hootsuite might do for you. Okay. But you'd have to pay Hootsuite every single month and have an account. And then you can syndicate it onto Facebook, onto Twitter, onto LinkedIn. You can put it on your website. And the cool thing is when somebody clicks on one of these posts, it actually takes them to a form and asks for an email address to show you the information. So the key thing here, folks, you know what, I'm all about this. This helps you build your list. If you don't have a list, if you've had trouble building your list before, this is the best way to build your list. It's going to take them and look, it's going to put them right here in the contacts. Look at this. Okay. Already, 1 second. 107 contacts. It's already building a list. This is a brand new platform, but I already have 107 people on my list in this brand new platform. If you don't have a list, it's going to start building the list for you. You could have landing pages. Now, I want you to see something here. Here are some landing pages. They're great looking landing pages. I'm going to show you something in a minute, my ignition funnel that I'm going to share with you. But I want you to see these are really good looking landing pages. For instance, if you have a restaurant, you got a client who's a restaurant, here's something, Joe's Diner. Okay, great looking landing page, just like you'd expect from a typical, HTML5 landing page. Looks great. Look here, form capture. Most businesses, they're not building a list, so you're helping them right there build a list. You could feature videos here. Everything is done for you. It's just drag and drop simple. No WordPress involved. No HTML coding involved. You simply drag out the blocks and you build it. Now, here's the best part. Watch here. If you have a landing page, like I've got this one. Let's say, Martin comes and joins us today. I could take Martin's email address and I could share this template with him. Okay, I just put Martin's email address in there and I share it. Now Martin has a template. So folks, I want you to know something. I've got all these templates here. I got my DFW flawless follow-up. I got Joe's Diner. I got digital marketing. I've got all these. I've got 7 great landing pages plus my ignition funnel that I want to share with you. They're built, they're ready to go. I'm going to give them to you free of charge when you get started. The reason why, now you can go out, you can sign up a business today, sign up a restaurant, and just share that with them. They're all ready to go. All they got to do is change Joe's Diner's name to whatever their restaurant's name is. If you're a digital marketing, I'm going to give you a digital marketing. So all that is done for you. Guess what? There's also email campaigns, right? I said this would eliminate the need for like a ClickFunnels because you won't need a landing page builder. Well, email campaigns, you won't need Infusionsoft. You won't even need ActiveCampaign. All right. It has a built-in autoresponder. Here is a great email campaign with 11 emails already in it. You know what I'm going to do? I'm going to share it with you. I'm going to give you 11 professionally written emails so you already have follow-up emails in place. Remember what we said, how the content creation is like the most tedious part that always gets bogged down? Not anymore. I'm going to give you the content. I'm going to give you the landing pages. I'm going to give you the emails. Artificial intelligence is going to get you the social media content, builds your page, it builds your blog, it builds your email newsletter. It's all done for you. If you want to do ads, you can do online ads from here. Look at this. Ties into Facebook and it also ties into another display network. I don't know if it's a Google network or what it is, but it goes out to millions of websites. And you know what? You could simply set up an online ad here. And with each one, with each membership here, they give you a credit. Let's go to royaltie.com. / pricing. And you see, $87 a month, you get a $25 a month advertising credit. Businesses at $167 a month, you get a $50 credit. And the marketing agencies at $327, they get a $100 per month advertising credit. So built into your price is an advertising credit. If you want to buy more advertising, you could do that as well. It's entirely up to you. This is tied right into Facebook and to the display ad network, so you could just make the ads in here. You could do them in whatever format you want. You could do square ones for like Pinstagram and for Instagram and Pinterest. You could do the 16 by 9s and the other formats that go into Facebook and the other social media. You could build it all right in the back end. It's all right there. So think about this, how businesses that are doing nothing, they've been on the sideline the entire time. Now they've got all this at their fingertips. At most, it costs them $327 a month. They're used to spending thousands. They have it for $327, and you are going to earn recurring monthly commission. Who signed up at easyprofitsoftware.com/royalty? Let me get another sip of water. Lee, what do you think about all this?
You know, this thing's just amazing. I mean, just to put it to perspective, I pay AWeber, just AWeber, more money than this, and that's not even my main email platform. I just pay them money to house all my emails, but I pay them more than $87 a month. So you got that. I mean, in other words, you've got the incredible price on this thing. You're talking about a business at $327 a month. I easily pay that to actually my main autoresponder, just for that one thing. But here, Steve, you've got the page builder, you've got the email, the content creation part is huge. And guys, that is one of the big things that's powered by the artificial intelligence. So you noticed when you signed up, you were specifying certain keywords and information about your business. Every day, the artificial intelligent engine suggests content for you to post. And by the way, the posting of it takes literally all of 2 clicks. Just for my own website, I do this sitting in bed in the morning. I wake up, I grab my phone, it says, your content is ready. I have an app. I touch the app, I go there, I click this, I click that, bam, I've got content everywhere for my business. It's very amazing. And all for this price. It's pretty much insane, guys. Done for you, driven by artificial intelligence. And Steve, I think the most exciting thing is that, what would you figure? I mean, it's maybe 1%, literally, that this is a real number. I was listening to a video of the CEO of the company, whom Steve knows, by the way, but I was listening to a video yesterday of the CEO of the company talking about royalty. It is actually about 99% of businesses who do nothing, who do none of this stuff. They're having too much trouble just keeping the doors open and putting out all the fires. The plumbers are busy doing the plumbing. The roofers are busy doing the roofing. The cosmetic dentists are busy doing the cosmetic dentistry. They know they should be doing this. They're doing none of it. It literally is, statistically, this is a proven number, only about 1% of businesses that are doing any of this stuff. That leaves millions upon millions upon millions of businesses for you to take this to and just show that to them. The thing sells itself. There's no maintenance on your part. You are literally getting paid to show something to someone. They're going to fall all over themselves signing up for it. They're going to just thank you all day long for turning them on to this. And guess what? You get paid and don't have to do anything after that. You're not having to do the content. You're not having to build their pages for them. I mean, if you want to, you can charge them more money on top of that to do that. That's cool. But you don't have to do that. You literally are getting paid for showing someone that this exists and building a recurring income doing that. Steve, that's just, it's amazing to me.
Well, I'm going to show the recurring income part of it right now. Hey, somebody's mentioning, I'm glad they're mentioning, somebody mentioned, royalty's been around a couple of years ago, and they evolved from a technology a couple of years ago where they were selling these Bluetooth beacons, and they were kind of before their time, and they took advantage of kind of a little bit of a hole in Google that Google had kind of left something exposed, and them and 3 other companies, there are 4 companies out there that came up with this Bluetooth technology that allowed people to do these proximity ads and exploit a vulnerability in Google. And what does Google do when they discover a vulnerability? they close it up. Okay, and when they close it up, the other three companies, they didn't plan for the future. They thought this was going to be their future, and they're out of business. Royalty was smart enough to be adapting. They knew that the Bluetooth beacon, that vulnerability was short term, and so at the time they were developing this entire platform that we have today. And sure enough, Google came and closed that up, put the other three businesses out of business. Royalty evolved into this, and they're much bigger than they've ever been. More than 20,000 users already. 20,000 users is a drop in the bucket. Remember, we're talking about 500 million businesses are the marketplace. They expect they're going to be 200,000 by the end of this year. That is their goal for 2020, is to grow 10 times from 20,000 users to 200. That puts you where? Right where you want to be. It's just like I said, if you were the person, what if you had an exclusive to get Sharp fax machines in 1989 and sell them for $200 to businesses that had before had to pay $10,000 for fax machines. Now all of a sudden you had new technology that brought this to those main street businesses for just a few $100. Plus you had the supplies so that they had to keep coming back and buy from you month after month after month. People got rich from that. It's exactly where we are with marketing technology. Now let me ask you a question here. I see people like, hey, Darren, I'm glad you made it, because I know that this was spur of the moment for you. I see Darren, I see Herb, I see Jan, I see people that I recognize that have real agencies with clientele. I'll tell you what, I want you to put a number in the box here. Let me know how many clients you have. Do you have 10 or more? Do you have 5? Do you have 0? It's okay if you have 0, because what I'm going to show you from this point forward, I want to show you how to make royalty work for you. Whether you've got 0 clients or 50 clients, I'm going to show you why you want to take advantage of this today. Let me know how many clients you have. Martin says 5. All right. Who else? Who else could tell me? Okay. Excellent.
So
Kenny's
Steve,
got 7. What's that?
Steve,
Yeah.
blow their minds and show them about how they can get paid.
Well, okay, that's where I'm going, but okay, you're just being impatient.
I know that. I'm just so excited. I can't wait, because I was literally, you remember when you told me about this, I was walking my dog, and after I got over being grumpy and started listening to you and you told me this, I thought, man, there's no way that could happen. That just can't be like that. Well, guess what, guys? It is like that. And Steve's going to show you what it's like.
You already got your first check, right?
Absolutely.
Okay.
I'm doing exactly what I'm telling these guys to do. All you got to do is show this to people. It takes care of itself.
So, okay, once again, I have to state, people get nervous when I start talking about income, because I'm not promising anybody anything. I am going to show you the comp plan, and I am going to show you how numbers add up. That's all we're doing. This is just a math exercise, okay? But this is the stated compensation plan right here. This works up to 8 levels deep, as you see here. This is affiliate commission up to 8 levels deep. And what happens is, first you qualify for a certain dollar volume. When you take all your customers that are on the first 2 levels and you add up the volume, then what you come up with is you get your monthly income here. This is every single month. This is recurring. Now, folks, keep in mind something. While I'm not guaranteeing you, I will share with you right now, look what I did in my very first month. This is me, this isn't you, okay? But this is because I know the message for businesses, and I'm going to give you the message. So I want you to see something. This is my back office right here. There's my very first commission right there, $3,367.12. This is my first month, folks, right there, okay? View the statement. You'll get to see it all. I got a $3,000 income. Why? Because my total volume was, to show my volume, my volume was $9,639. I know that. I just don't know where it is on the statement, okay? So I earned $3,000 here. I also earned these bonuses because other people made money. You see, all these other people made money also. These are people below me that all made money, so I got paid a portion of their money. That's the way this works. So my very, very first month in the program, I made $3,367.12. All right, now, that put me at what they call the Jade level. See, Jade, I was just like less than $400 short of Pearl. I was like $9,639. I was just short of Pearl. I would have got another $1,000, all right? This month, of course, I'll make Pearl for sure. I'll probably get the Sapphire. Now, why? Why was I able to make that money? Because I know what businesses want and need. And we talk to those businesses, professionals, solopreneurs, you name it, people all around the world that need marketing help, and they need help with their flawless follow-up. I'm going to give that all to you so you can take my message and give it to them so they want to get this from you. Now, when you get just 3 clients and you add up over $250, you're going to get paid $100 per month. That's why Lee and I have a stated goal for you, and it's called the 3-Client Club. We want to help you get your 3 clients so you're getting $100 and it's paid for. Now, folks, I want you to remember something. This is called residual income. It's passive monthly income. You don't have to do any work. You make a referral. This is commission. If you do nothing else, you're going to make this income when you achieve these levels. So look what happens here. Let's say you do what we say. Let's say you sign up 3 businesses, and let's say you just get the middle income of $167. What's going to happen? You're going to be at $501. That's going to make you bronze, right? 501 makes you a bronze, all right? And you're going to get $100 a month, each and every month, $1,200 a year. Who'd like an extra $100 a month? With 3 businesses, you can get that. Now, we always say, you take these 3 businesses, and you know what? They have friends. They have other people they know that are in business. Just tell them, look, would you like to have yours paid for you? Would you like to have it? Would you like to get yours free? All you got to do is make referrals. They're paying $167 a month, so they're gonna need to probably get 5 friends involved. Let's say they get 5 friends at $167. All right, now you've got this on your second line, $2,505. You add these 2 together, you're at $3,006. You are now gold. You've skipped right over silver. You're at gold. You are now making $1,000 a month. All you've done is sign up 3 people, and you told them, just get 5 of your friends because you want to get this for free, and they're now at that income. You're there. If everybody now does this at the next level, watch what happens. Now, those 5 people, each of them tell 5 people, all they're doing is trying to get it for free. That's all we want to do is get it for free. You are now at, look at this. You are now at you're at your $3,000 in income on your first 2 levels, but now you're getting 5% of this. You're now at $626. Now, the key here is to actually try to grow this and go wider. On your first 2 levels, let's say you want to get from here up to $5,000. So now what you're going to do is, let's say you increase this. Let's say that you now bring this up, you double this, you make this 6. Now look what happens. Now you're at $6,000 and you're at a $2,000 per month income, plus you're getting another $1,200 off of these people down here, and you can see how this grows. If it keeps repeating itself, which is what happens in these businesses, look what starts happening. You can get yourself up to, look at this, $28,000 a month. Now this is where I say this is not a promise of income. This is just how the plan adds up. And the more you do this and the more you introduce it to people and they start doing this and it takes on a life of its own, and you need to know that Lee and I, we are there providing for you everything you need. All we're asking you to do is make referrals. We'll do webinars just like we're doing today to close the business for you. This Wednesday, when you sign up today, I want you to know something. Couple things, I'm jumping ahead of myself. When you sign up today, you're going to get 100% commission until January 15th. All right, this is very important. So if you sign up for somebody for $167 a month, guess what you're going to make commission? Lee, what's 100% of 167? That's right.
Gee whiz, I used to teach math. This one's hard. $167.
That's right. But here's the thing, by the way, that's on top of the normal income. So it's really, it's more than 100% income. Okay, now that's for your for the first month, you're going to get 100% income. They actually split that up over 3 months to keep people involved, but that's okay. You're going to get 100% of that as income. Now, to help you do that, here's the other thing you need to know. I'm going to give a webinar on Wednesday. The webinar is going to be focused on businesses. Today, I'm focusing on you. You're marketing consultants. You're interested in making recurring monthly income. On Wednesday, I'm going to talk about businesses and why they are leaving money on the table. This is what I talk about. This is why businesses listen to me. This is why they pay me thousands of dollars. But I'm going to show them you don't have to pay me thousands of dollars. You can get into this for $327, and you know what you got to do? You go back to the person that introduced you to it, and you buy it from them. So, folks, I'm going to sign up people. I'm going to try to get them to pay $327 you're going to get 100% of that if you sign them up. You need to get 3 people to qualify for commission, and you're going to get 100% of the commission. Who would like me to close a sale for them on Wednesday? Who would like 100% commission? You just put people on a webinar with me on Wednesday, and I'll close a deal with you. Who would like that? Let me know.
Sounds like a sweet deal to me. Sort of talking about that very thing. Bill Hall has an excellent comment. It's really a question. He says, how do we list the benefits to our customers? You're speaking at warp speed and I am at ground zero. Guys, my answer to Bill was the following. I said, Bill, don't worry about remembering this stuff. We, in other words, Steve and I, have a proven way of selling this. You don't have to remember anything. Just use our videos and our other assets. Also, when you get somebody interested, Steve or I will hop on the phone with you and close the deal. This is very easy for you. In other words, guys, we're throwing a ton of stuff at you. I'm sure it looks just totally cool, and I'm sure it looks really different, and you're thinking, well, wait a minute, I don't know if I can do that. Guys, there is nothing to do except point businesses in our direction. That's really all we're asking you to do. We're going to build this thing for you. Point businesses in our direction. Have them, we'll show you all this after you sign up, but have them look at the videos we tell you to. Have them go to the webinars like the one Steve was just talking about. When it comes time to get them on the phone and actually close the deal, you're not even closing the deal. You're just introducing these guys to me or Steve. We're closing the deal for you. You make all of the money. That's how this is going to work. This is literally going to be the easiest thing you've ever done in your life.
Lee, well put. And Bill, thank you for the question. Bill, I got to tell you, it's so good to see you, Bill, because I remember back with my LinkedIn dominance. You invested in my LinkedIn dominance, and you sent me a testimonial the very next day. You said, Steve, this is the best LinkedIn training I ever had. I've been on LinkedIn for a long time, and I got my very first client, and I just watched your video yesterday. You remember saying that, right, Bill? Because I show that slide a lot in my LinkedIn dominance. It's one of my favorite testimonials, and I thank you for that. You need to understand, this is the same thing, my friend, okay? With the reason the LinkedIn dominance worked for you is because I'm a process guy. I know the processes that work. And just as I figured out there, this is my main thing, is my flawless follow-up. And let me show you what I've built for you, Bill, and everybody else that gets on board today, so you don't have to speak as well as I do. You know why? I'm going to give you my voice. I'm going to give you my funnel. Here's what I'm talking about. This is going to be released this week. I've been doing this. I'm putting the cherry on top of the whipped cream as soon as I'm done with today's webinar. All right. The 3-client club, Lee and I are committed to getting you your first 3 clients. Why? So that you never come out of pocket. For this is free, because we know this. If you get royalty for free, you'll never quit. You'll never quit, because now you'll be making money every single month and you won't have to pay anything for it. Of course, you'll never quit. And you're not going to want to stop there. You're going to want to grow it. So that's why we're committed to that. Now, here's the message.
Steve, check out what Diego said, because he's talking about exactly the same thing. Diego says, do you have a script to get someone at your level to get on a meeting with you? In other words, I just said that all these guys need to do is point people in our direction. And Diego's saying, well, can you teach us how to point people in our direction? Diego, the answer is absolutely yes. We have a completely proven, very easy way to do this. Once you sign up, we're going to hop on Zoom, Skype, whatever, train you. It's going to be amazingly easy. If you will do exactly what we tell you to, this is going to do 2 things, Diego. Number 1, it's going to work for you. You're going to be able to get people to sign up under you. But also, you noticed later on in the compensation plan that there were many levels, that this compensation plan is really quite deep. So Diego, you're also going to be able to essentially duplicate what Steve and I are doing now without you having to create all the stuff that especially Steve has created recently for this. You're just gonna, all you will need to do is, again, we will tell you exactly how to make the people below you turn into little Diegos selling the crap out of this thing all over the place and making you, Diego, a ton of money. So guys, we've got it all figured out. It is very easy. There's nothing for you to, there are no wheels for you to reinvent. All you need to do is just do what we tell you to. Furthermore, what we're going to tell you to do is going to be really, really, really easy to do.
Lee, let me
Yes, sir.
just demonstrate it here. I'm going to do one
Cool.
better for you, Diego. Okay, I want to play for you what exactly what I built for you. And Phil, this answers your question too. Phil says, does this work with businesses with existing websites? Absolutely. And here's why. Folks, this is a funnel that I'm building out. I'm about to give to you. All right. It's going to start with this. It's going to start with a squeeze page. It says, Internet marketer reveals the multi-million-dollar secret kept from traditional business owners. Okay, this is going to be a squeeze page. All you're going to have to do is show businesses this. What are they going to do? They're going to want you to tell them the secret. They're going to push the button. When they push the button, they have to fill out a form. Now, here's the secret. See, businesses, they spend all this money on advertising. These are traffic sources that they're spending $500, $1,000, $2,000. I told you one business that I was talking to is spending $20,000 a month on traffic sources. And what do? They say, go to our website. You see, they don't know what you and I know. You people are marketing people like I'm a marketing person. You know, you don't spend that money on a traffic source and send them to a website. You take them and you send them to a squeeze page and you build their list. Folks, businesses don't have a list. That's their big problem. That's the secret. That's why they can't follow up flawlessly. They're not capturing the information and they don't have the emails in place. So now I teach the businesses this. Say, don't send them to your website, send them to a squeeze page. And guess what? I'm going to give you a squeeze page. And after they fill out the information, they're going to go into a CRM. And you know what? Then you send them to what's called a bridge page. Before they go to the website, we're going to pre-sell them. We're going to sell them. We're going to show them a powerful video. And that powerful video is going to convince them, yes, I want this. Then we'll send them to the website. And they're going to be pre-sold. They're going to be preconditioned to buy. The conversion rates are going to go way up. But even if they don't, we have their name. We have their email address. Now we're going to drip on them 5 messages. I call it the ignition funnel. This whole thing is called the ignition funnel. I've been setting it up for businesses for years. I've been teaching it for years in my offline funnel mastery. This works, and it's always worked. The process works. All they need is the process. Royalty is going to be the technology. And you know what? We're going to give them that process on the Royalty platform. You know what we're going to charge them for it? We're going to give it to them for free as long as they sign up with you for $327 or $167. So you now have recurring monthly income. So Diego, get this. You don't have to know my words because I'm going to give you a video that teaches them all about this. I'm going to give you your own funnel with your own squeeze page. Just like I said, Internet Marketer reveals a multi-million-dollar secret long kept from traditional business owners. This will be ready this week, and I'm going to send it to you. And then the bridge page is going to have a video. Would you like to hear the video? You're going to love this video. Lee, you want to hear the video?
I would love to hear the video. It's the video's awesome.
Here it is. I gotta turn my microphone around. This isn't the best way to hear it, but it's the only way we've got right now because GoToWebinar is not playing nice with us. So let me turn up this volume. Listen to this. This is going to be your video. So Diego, this answers your question. Undoubtedly, you've seen these online influencers that seemingly generate boatloads of money. Meanwhile, you spend thousands of dollars on advertising and expert advice, yet still struggle to make sales and grow your business. What do they know that you don't? Well, my friend, I'm here to let you in on the secret. My name is Steve Rosenbaum, and I'm one of those online influencers. I also have a passion for helping entrepreneurs and small businesses just like you. That's why I created Flawless Follow-Up Forever to level the playing field, to take away their unfair advantage and give it to you. Let me explain a simple trick you can do this afternoon that will have the biggest return on your sales and return on investment for years to come. But first, you have to fix a critical mistake you are making in your marketing and your advertising. You see, most businesses are guilty of one-and-done messaging. Whether you pay for ads online or direct mail or coupon packages, radio, TV, billboards, or any other form of traditional media, you have to stop directing your prospects to your website or your phone number. Here's why. Marketing studies show that most websites convert prospects into sales at less than 3% of the time. That means they fail 97% of the time. And visitors to your website, they often bounce off at 7 seconds or less. Now, what's it mean to you if you spend $1,000 per month advertising your website? That means that up to $970 of that $1,000 is being flushed right down the toilet on people that go and they never come back. That's why it's called one and done. So here's the multi-million-dollar secret reveal. Here's the simple trick that will not only increase your conversion rate, but also give you the magical ability to create push-button sales whenever you desire. It's my proprietary ignition funnel. The ignition funnel exponentially gets you better results because it improves both your immediate conversions, plus it builds your contact list that you can contact over and over and over again, literally at the push of a button. Here's how it works. Begin by directing your marketing to a squeeze page with a powerful headline that evokes curiosity about the results your product can deliver. Require your visitor to opt in, give you their name and their email address to receive the information which is delivered on the next page. That's called a bridge page. Your bridge page focuses their attention on the results they can expect by using your product or service. Simply doing this pre-sells them on the desired outcome, so that when they do visit your website, they are more likely to be ready, willing, and able to buy from you right now. So now it's time to send your excited prospect to your website to buy your product, schedule an appointment, or whatever call to action you'd like them to make. But it doesn't stop there. Remember, by opting into your squeeze page, you now have captured the contact information and you can begin your flawless follow-up forever. Start with your ignition funnel. That's a series of 5 specific messages delivered over the next 14 days. I bet you can already see the improved results you're going to get immediately with your ignition funnel in place. Instead of throwing gobs of money on marketing without any trackable results, you'll immediately be able to see, measure, and actually know the names and contact information of people that are interested in your product. Just imagine how easy it's going to be for you to follow up with them. And if you have slow periods in your business, you'll be able to send out messages at the push of a button to drive new sales. Now that's just the beginning. You see, the multi-million-dollar secret that internet marketers know that they have selfishly kept from you is that the money is in the list and the fortune is in the follow-up, which is exactly why I created Flawless Follow-Up Forever, so that you can bring more customers back into your business starting today. If you would like Flawless Follow-Up Forever for your business, start by setting up your own squeeze page, a bridge page, and a 5-message ignition funnel. Of course, you'll need the software, skills, and budget to do all that. Or simply tell a person that showed you this video that you would like Flawless Follow-Up Forever and take advantage of our new special introductory offer for the Royaltie all-in-one system that can do it all for you for one incredibly low price. Plus, it's my gift to you. When you sign up today with the person that showed you this video, I will give you my proprietary ignition funnel. I normally charge $7,500 or more to set this up for my clients, but it's my bonus gift to you when you get started today and join Royaltie from the person that showed you this video. Don't worry, I have much more information and resources to share with you to improve your Flawless Follow-Up Forever so that you can turn more looky-loos into paying customers and bring them back to buy from you over and over and over again. My name is Steve Rosenbaum, and I look forward to seeing you inside of Royaltie and helping you follow up flawlessly. Check it out, the last slide. Okay, you see what I'm doing here, folks? This video is for you. And the squeeze page I built is for you. And the bridge page I built is for you. And 5 follow-up email messages for you. All you have to do is introduce people to this. And if you want to even get them on a call, on a 3-way call with me or with Lee or somebody up above us, okay, we'll help close that deal for you. Who's excited now? Who wants to have that video and that funnel? All they have to do is show a business that video and know that Lee and I, who've got a lot of experience at closing deals, from that day forward, you're going to have recurring monthly income. Now who's in? Go ahead, Lee.
Yeah, not only that, but guys, let's say you want to approach a business. All right, you know, you're thinking about a certain business, maybe it's a previous client of yours, maybe it's somebody that you just met at like a network meeting. Well, guess who's going to get on the phone with you and help you just sort of figure out what to do next, hash it out, you know, work out your plan of approach? Me and Steve. We got you covered, guys. This is literally going to be the easiest thing that you've ever done. And highly likely, Steve, the most lucrative, especially when you count into the mix that you're not just selling a one-off. We're not just telling you how to go, and there's nothing wrong with this, but we're not just telling you how to go off and sell a business something for a couple of $1,000. I mean, that's a great thing, but guess what? That couple of $1,000 gets spent pretty rapidly, right? And then you got to do it all over again. We're talking about creating a real income that's going to come into you month after month after month after year after year after year. Exactly, Steve, this is exactly what you and I have been talking about for years, and it's got it all put together, the whole thing. All of the technology, the payment structure, everything. It's exactly what people have been looking for.
One of the things that the other thing they've been looking for, Lee, and this is the other thing we've been talking about for years and years, the coaching, the mentoring, the accountability. Yep. I have stopped accepting the leadership. I've stopped accepting one-on-one coaches and one-on-one coaching relationships. And it would cost you $5,000 to start to hire me as a coach. I'm not doing it anymore. I'm going to be your coach. I'm going to let you coach with me, and I'm not going to charge you a dime. See, I'm going to get paid from my commissions and royalty. And that's why Lee and I started this group called the Royalty Follow-Up Fanatics. And this is a brand new group. You can see there's like 142 people in here. These are the people that are in royalty beneath us. And we are here helping you. Every single day we are in here posting on here. Every Sunday we've got a live workshop. This workshop last night, look at all these people here. But you need to know this went like 4 pages deep. All these people here live, sharing best practices as they're building royalty and helping you build your royalty. You need to know that we are here to help you. We're going to have live training events. We're going to have online virtual summits. It's going to be exclusive for people that are in royalty. This is where Lee and I are focusing a good part of our time, because here's what we know. Your success makes us successful. We've got a vested interest more than ever of making you successful. Everybody else that gets on webinars, their success is by selling you stuff, not us. Our success is by making you successful. You see, our success is conditional more than ever on your success, on anything else. And I can't stress that enough. So Lee and I are spending the time to make sure that this time it's different for you. This time we're going to give you all the tools. We're going to give you the resources. We're going to give you the training. We're going to give you the accountability, everything you need. Now I'm starting to lose my voice here. What I want to know is, I want to give some cha-chings out here. Who's in with me with royalty right now? Tell me you just signed up. Go to the link. The link is what? easyprofitsoftware.com/royalty, right?
Yep, I will put it in the chat again for everybody.
Tell me who's in. I'm going to call your name. I'm going to give you a cha-ching. I know Susan's in. I know Martin is in.
Ka-ching.
Ka-ching. Okay, who else? I know Rodney's in. There we go. Who else? Who else am I going to call out here? If you're having any trouble, sign up. You let us know. Tom, are you in? Let me know, Tom. I want to give you a big cha-ching. Bill, how about you? You were talking. Darren, how about you? Are you in? Diego, you've had lots of questions here. I hope you're in. Greg, I know you're in. Excellent, excellent. Dean is in. All right, David, I know David's in. Beautiful, beautiful. Who else? Who else is going to join us right now? Robert, how about you? Phil, how about you? All right, John, waiting. All right, Lee, I'm losing my voice, my friend. I'm going to let you take over, say anything you want.
Anything? I'm just joking. So guys, yeah, I mean, that's the deal, right? I mean, we've been on here for an hour and 15 minutes. I think we've shown you the deal. The things that struck me when Steve told me about this, and Steve told me about this literally about 3.5 weeks ago, was all of the technology in one place. I don't have to screw around with technology. I don't have to hire somebody to do the technology. It's all done in a platform. This is, I could tell just by looking at it that this would be so needed and desired, so beautiful looking to anybody that I showed it to, that it would be very easy to sell. Turned out to be exactly that. And I especially love the recurring income thing. You know, guys, I've been doing this kind of stuff for a long time. I started making money online in 2007. I went full time in 2010. I've done a lot of remarkable things. I have to say that where I kind of missed the boat, though, was the focus on recurring income. Had I had to do it all over again, I would have focused 95% of my effort on recurring income. And that would have been even cooler than it was. So there we have it. Do we have any questions from you guys? Steve and I both sat here and talked to Blue Streak.
Well, I got a specific question, okay?
Yeah.
We've called off the people that I know are already in royalty. I'd like to know, you're still with us. We've been here an hour and 13 minutes,
Yep,
all right?
Hour and 13 minutes.
All right, I'd say 2/3 of the people are still here. So if you're still here, but you're not in royalty, please let me know why. Please let me know what is keeping you from getting you in, because chances are we've just overlooked something, just like I overlooked something on that first slide that Lee, chances are this fits the bill. Paul's in. Way to go, Paul.
Paul is in. Thanks, Paul. Very, very cool. Bill. Yeah, well, there's that, Bill. Yeah, if you have any specific questions like, guys, this sounds good, but fill in the blank. We're not, we can't make you do anything. We don't want to make you do something because, frankly, you're joining a team, right? I mean, you're going to be working with us. We're not just here just to sell you something and then just move on. This is basically a team effort. Okay. So yeah, that's a great question. You see that question there?
Yeah. Do you want to take it or do you want me to take it?
Why don't you take it and I'll just chime in.
Okay. Well, So let me first jump to Phil because he's signing up and having some difficulties. Phil, just put your name. That will get changed at a later time. That's not important. Phil's just asking, do I have to put in a business name? You just put something there. You can change it at any time. Can a husband and wife do this together, Dan? Absolutely. All right. So Dan says, look, I'm a network marketer. I understand comp plans, but not the process. Can you expand on that, please? I don't understand, but I really am interested. Then let's say this. If in our excitement we're not making it clear, if you are familiar with the network marketing, then you understand that the key to success is in replication. You know that people before you have done the hard work. They've been the pioneers with the arrows in the back. They have figured out what works and what doesn't. And the key to success is giving you a done-for-you process that does work. So what you need to understand more than anything, Den, is we've done that, okay? We want to give you a done-for-you process that you could easily replicate so that we do it for you. I'll tell it to you like this. Den, what do you do for a living? Are you a marketer? Do you help out businesses? Because here's the process. Businesses, small businesses in particular, now I'm talking about a hair salon, I'm talking about a dance studio, I'm talking about a martial arts studio, I'm talking about, you look around you. In fact, let me put this slide up on the screen. You look at anybody that advertises in Valpak or on magazines, these are where the opportunities are. Anytime you see a business near you on Facebook or social media, radio, TV, newspaper, direct mail, okay, SEO, this opens up doors to all those services because those people, they might have a website, but they don't have a marketing process. They don't have a marketing machine. They haven't put it all together the way we've showed you. So the process is simple. You just ask them, would you like an all-in-one marketing machine that is going to help you grow your business? And if so, we can even give you the templates and the funnels and the emails to do it for you. And how about would you watch a video or get on a phone call with Steve and Lee and they could explain more? That really is the process. And you can certainly do this with your husband and wife together for sure. I've got my wife in the business. Lee, do you want to add to what I said?
No, I was actually just sitting here typing out an answer to Phil's question. Phil had a very specific question. I'm just sitting here looking at Den's question. I understand your comp plan, but not the process. Can you expand, please? I'm not entirely sure exactly what that means. I can guesstimate though. So basically what Steve just said the process. Okay, so guys, let 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 me just back up a little bit. Okay, this royalty, for those of you who just know me and Steve through internet marketing, through local business marketing and stuff like that, royalty it looks a little different to you. For one thing, there's this 8-level payment plan. What's that all about, right? How does that work? Well, I think the percentages kind of explain it, but mathematically, but what does that mean to you? Well, royalty is slightly different from, let's say, you becoming an affiliate for AWeber.
Sorry, Phil's in. I'm
Oh,
sorry.
do we have another one? Phil, way to go, buddy. For you becoming an affiliate for AWeber, if you becoming an affiliate for Active Campaign or something. Royalty is what you call a direct sales company. It is also, we also call this a leveraged sales company. Phil, it's very similar to that. It's kind of like a modern version of that, right? Now, having said that, there are two things going on here, guys, and you probably picked up on this, but this may be confusing you a little bit. So you have Royalty, the platform, right, which you could walk up. Steve just mentioned hair salon. You could walk up to your local hair salon who's probably doing zero in terms of online marketing, and you could say, man, you're running a great business. I know, if you're like all the other people I talk to, probably really struggling with the online marketing thing. Yeah, we are. Well, let me show you a good solution to that. You can show them royalty, considering the price point and what it can do. It's going to look very, very good to them, both in everything that it can do and the price that you're asking for it. So that is selling royalty to an end user. In addition to that, you have Royalty, the opportunity to be an affiliate of Royalty, just as Steve and I are affiliates of Royalty. To be an affiliate and to take this affiliate opportunity to other people and say, hey, you may or may not be an end user, but look, I mean, if like you might take this to somebody that you know who knows a lot of business people. A lot of you guys, and I'm glad you do, but a lot of you guys go to Chamber of Commerce meetings. A lot of you go to meetup meetings and stuff like that. So let's say you've met someone who's fairly well connected in the business world. Maybe they don't need royalty themselves, but they would make a phenomenal affiliate, a phenomenal ambassador.
Elliot's on board.
Way to go, Elliot. Good.
Sorry about that.
No, that's okay. You can interrupt me with those ka-chings all day long. But so someone who would be a good ambassador to Royalty. So here you're telling them about the opportunity, which is obviously related to, but slightly different from telling.
Lindsay and Robert are on board. Welcome, guys.
Welcome, guys. By the way, guys, now that you're getting on board, you're going to get some onboarding emails from me and Steve. Do all that stuff. All of the trainings there. We've got it all outlined for you. Read the email. Do what it says. Contact me and Steve. And let's hit the freaking ground running. And step one is to get you your 3. We get you your 3. Royalty is free for you. But anyway, back to the ranch. You can sell. You can sell basically 3 things. You can sell the product, okay, Royalty and the website and what it does. You can sell the opportunity. In other words, hey, why don't you go out there and build a big team for Royalty? And guess what? These guys that got me into this, Lee and Steve, they're going to do all the heavy lifting for you. A lot of the businesses that you sell, the end user businesses that you sell to, they're going to become hip very, very fast to the fact
Welcome, William. William is in.
Just keep interrupting me with the ka-ching, Steve.
But
anyway, they're going to become hip very rapidly to the fact that, oh, well, wait a minute, this is working great for my hair salon. You mean I could create another income on the side just by telling other business people about this? Yes, you can. So I'm saying that because, number one, I think if you're not really familiar with these kinds of businesses, that may be sort of a sticking point. It may be a source of confusion, but also understand that
Mark is in and Ismail is in. Ismail is in. Welcome, everybody.
Absolutely. Mark needs the, this is another Mark who needs the actual link here. I just sent that. So guys, understand that there's a lot here. There's some of which may be some of which may be a little confusing. Don't worry about that. Look at the big picture, get in on this. Steve and I will unconfuse you. We're not just selling you something and walking away. It's not even like we're selling you something and guess what? If you got to get hold of us, then you got to put in a ticket to our ticket system. Now, granted, both of us run really quality businesses and you can get that answered forthwith, but it's not even like that. You're going to be working hand in hand with us. If you build a big business, guys, now check this out. This is the real key here. If you build a big business, Steve and I make more money. Check that out. If you, Bill, you got in. Bill, as we help you build a big business, Lee, moi, is going to make more money. As Lee makes more money, Steve makes more money. Do you see, guys, that all of our little freight trains are running all in the same direction, getting to the same place? Everything is moving in the same direction. So, in other words, we're here to help. It's not just like we want you to succeed, but let me tell you something. We really want you to succeed because when you succeed, not only do we get the benefit of seeing you succeed, which is cool, but we make more money. So, any other questions? I think I kind of sort of explained that and maybe made it harder than it actually was, but then there were all those damn ka-chings going on.
I was going to say, I didn't make it easy for you with all the ka-chings.
No, I'm just messing with you. I think we got it. So guys, you know, you need to think, well, you know, if you want to, you need to think, wow. Those of you who have, you know, Steve said, well, how many clients do some of y'all have? And, you know, we had a bunch of people with a bunch of numbers. This is
I'm
perfect.
still confused. I'm still confused.
Okay.
There's too many people that are still here. There's too many people that are still here that haven't signed up, but they're still here. Why are you here?
That was, when you said that, I was going to say, oh, Jesus, this is going to sound like something I would say. It's like,
I don't understand. I don't understand why all these people are still here, but they haven't signed up. So it's either for you or it's not for you, but you're still here. So here, Lee, I'm going to put you.
How about this?
Lee, I'm gonna really upset you here because I'm gonna obligate you to something or not. You tell me to take a hike, okay? All right. Let me look at my schedule. I want to see something. Let me look at my schedule.
Can I ask people if they're still here but they haven't gotten in on this? Why?
No, okay. Here's tomorrow morning. Okay, tomorrow morning.
Hold that thought, because Dean has a great question. Dean says, if I choose the $87 plan and my client or affiliate chooses the bigger plan, will I still earn from them? Absolutely.
Of course, that's the whole point.
Steve, another thing, because we had another question that was that floated by while you were doing all this. So let me address that, and then you can put me on the hot seat.
Yep.
Another thing, guys, if you are familiar with direct sales companies or leverage sales companies, you know that in some of them, not in Royalty, but in some of them, you have different compensation plans or different levels of compensation according to how much you are paying per month, or you buy a package or something like that. None of that crap with Royalty. So you get it at $87 a month, guess what? It's $87 next month, next month, next month, next month. You have the same compensation plan that Steve and I have, okay? You sell this to a business and the business decides to become an affiliate that they're paying $327 a month. They don't get a bigger compensation plan than you do. You still have the same compensation plan they do. There's no way to buy your way into higher levels. And I know there are a lot of companies that do that. And I'm not saying there's anything unethical about it. I actually understand it, but I'm saying that this is brain dead simple. That compensation plan that Steve showed you, that is the one and only compensation plan. So Dean and everybody else, you get in at what you get in at 87. Your compensation is based on the volume that's being created on those levels. So Dean, if you're selling a bunch of these at 327 on your first level, i.e. the people that you're selling directly to, well, you get compensated. Let's say you sold that to 10 businesses, that's $3,270. Your compensation is based on your revenue that you bring into the company at $3,270.
So folks, it doesn't matter what level you buy in at. So I think one of the confusing things, the question that I've heard a couple times is, well, if I sign up for 87, does that mean that I only get paid up to $87? No, not at all.
No, no, no,
You
no.
get paid on your based on the revenue. So, if you sign up at 87, but you sign up a client at 327, your commission is based on that client's revenue. All right, not your revenue, their revenue. So that means you could sign up people at any level, and you're going to combine all of it. All right. So let's look at it this way. Let's go back to the comp plan here. Let's say that you sign up let's say you sign up 3 people. Okay. One person is at 87, one's at 167, and one's at 207. So that's going to be or I'm sorry, 327. So we're going to average that. So we're going to say that's going to equal 87 plus 167 plus 327 divided by 3. All right. I did something wrong here. Oh, I did something wrong here. Oh, I know. I forgot a parenthesis. All right. So you're at $581. All right, folks. Now let's get rid of all this for now. You're at $581. So you are at a bronze level. You're not quite silver. You're going to get $100. Let's get you up to silver. Let's make that 5 sales. Let's make that 6 sales. Okay. We want to get you over $1,000. Now you're getting $365. Okay. So anytime you make a sale, they're going to take your total volume. Your total volume here is 1,162. Okay. And you're going to get that. And now, but it's your total volume on levels 1 and 2. So let's just say you sign up 3 people, and just for argument's sake, we say they do the same thing, $194. Now you're up to, you combine these two. All right. Now, if their average sale is 327, you sell them all 327. Now you're up over $7,000. So all I'm trying to do, folks, is show you that your sales grow with the revenue. Now, hot seat time, Lee, because I don't understand. I don't understand why we've got so many people still here. Obviously, questions. So here's the thing. I got a pretty full day tomorrow. You can see my calendar is pretty full here. Okay.
Robert just got on.
Robert,
do the ka-ching.
I just did. Robert, I'll do it again. Robert. All right. Anybody that signs in today, here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to have a workshop tomorrow morning at 9 a.m. You going to do it with me, Lee?
Yeah, I've got a call at 8 with one of our affiliates.
Well, I'm talking about 9 Central. So you're fine,
10,
right?
10. Yeah.
Okay.
All right. Because I got a call with one. You know the guy I'm talking about, our Australian affiliate, who's just burning up the. He is literally igniting the entire outback with this thing. That's a little bit of an Oz joke there, but anyway.
Yes, it's not a good one either. But anyway,
no, I need to. I was sitting here thinking, God, that joke sucked. But anyway, I'll work on that, guys. But yeah, I can definitely do that. Absolutely.
All right, Lee and I tomorrow, we're going to have a new for people that sign up right now. We're going to do a live workshop tomorrow. We're going to help you get going, so you could start with your 100% commission right away. We're going to do a live workshop with you at 9 a.m. Central Time, 10 a.m. Eastern Time tomorrow. Now that Lee and I are going to work with you hand in hand tomorrow, who's in? All right, so Bill asked this question. Bill, it's a great question. How do I explain to my wife, who was burned by network marketing, okay? You know, network marketing does get a bum rap sometimes because there are a few bad apples that spoil it for everybody. Bill, first of all, understand there are network marketing companies have been around for a long time. There's probably more people in network marketing than any other profession out there, and especially, Bill, at our age, baby boomers and higher, okay, this is where we're going to probably make our income from this point forward, especially if you like the ideas of leverage, and leverage means compounding and exponential growth. If you try to do it linear, Bill, you and I don't have the time or the bandwidth to make it work. We don't. We need leverage. We need exponential. We need it to work. We need proven systems that can be replicated over and over and over again. I'm sorry you had a bad experience. Our experience here, first of all, has not been bad. Second of all, if you're also investing in Lee and we are going to shepherd you and lead you the way to success. That's my mission. It has been my mission for 10 years. Now I've got the ability to do it. And here's the final thing. When you say you've been burned, a lot of network marketing companies that are product oriented, they make you go out and spend hundreds or thousands of dollars on product and inventory. They make you be a user. Your investment here is $87. The most you're going to get burned for. If everything we say is BS, Bill, you'll know in 1 month and you're out $87. Nobody is going to lose a house over that. Nobody's going to lose their savings over that. Okay, you're going to invest in something and try it for a month. See if you can get those first 3 clients. All right. You know,
Can I add a couple of things to this when you get a chance?
Please do.
Bill, also, personally, I love network marketing myself. This would be the 4th company that I've been in, and it's by far wildly, just incredibly the most successful. But most of those businesses, and I'm not so I'm saying I'm not knocking the whole business deal. By the way, I looked this up the other day, guys. Globally, the network marketing industry is a 200 billion with a B industry globally. And they're doing something right. They're not just sitting around scamming people. You don't have a $200 billion with a B global industry just built on scamming people. Okay. I mean, Bernie Madoff didn't make that much money. But anyway, my point being this, Bill, virtually all of those businesses, if not all of them, are business to consumer businesses. In other words, you're selling juice, you're selling gold, you're selling, Paul, there would definitely be a replay, buddy. You're selling juice, you're selling gold, you're selling health supplements and stuff like that. All of that is really, really important. But now think about this, Bill. Think about this, Bill. Who do those companies sell to? They sell to consumers. Now, God bless the consumer. God bless all 7 billion people on the planet, Bill, but they are not entrepreneurs. They don't think like entrepreneurs. They don't hang around entrepreneurs. They don't have that fire in the belly that you have, because I know you very, very well. Steve knows you well. They don't have that fire in the belly that you have, that I have, that Steve has, and that everybody on this call has. In other words, when you walk up to somebody and say, hey, here's this cool skin cream that can make you look 10 years younger, and by the way, you can go tell all your friends and family about it and make some money doing it, you're asking a person who is not a business person, not an entrepreneur, to go out and be something that they're not. And that's totally cool. I'm not hating on anybody, but Bill, here's the deal. Royalty is for everything from a solopreneur, entrepreneur, solo entrepreneur, laptop lifestyle person, public speaker, author, those types of people. I personally, Bill, you know me well, I would fit into that group, right? It is everyone from there to your auto body shop with an owner, his son that works there, a couple of mechanics, and a couple other guys. It's for that spectrum of businesses. The point is, you're always talking to entrepreneurs. This is for entrepreneurs. This is for people who understand business already. They're in business. They're looking for businesses, right? With the B2C thing, with a lot of those companies, yeah, the skin cream may be cool and people may love sitting around dreaming about the Lamborghini and all that crap. And by the way, we've never told you about a Lamborghini. We're just telling you about reasonable income that over time would change things greatly for y'all. You know, but people, they think about that dream, but then they don't understand the reality of it. The people that you talk to about royalty are going to absolutely understand the reality of it. As a matter of fact, they're not only going to understand this, Bill, but they will have already been looking for this. The business end user, the girl running the hair salon that she started 5 years ago with a couple of hairstylists and a couple of part-timers sweeping up the floor, that kind of a business, they're looking for this. They've been looking for this. They can't afford any of the other solutions. I mean, I got a good friend who owns a hair salon. I know what their margins are like. Okay, they can't afford anything else. You come up with a $327 total solution to everything. That really makes sense to them. They have been looking for this already. Bill, you walk up to a friend of yours who's maybe, okay, you've been in network marketing before. You know people who want to make this thing work, who would love to make this thing work. You walk up to them and say, hey, I got something, this is different, it actually will work. You're talking to someone who's already been looking for this. You talk to other marketers. Every single one of you is on the list of a bunch of marketers. You're on my list and Steve's list and a ton of other people's lists. Guess what? Those people put their pants on one leg at a time, just like everybody else. And if they don't wear pants, whatever that is, they put it on one, just like everybody else. Bill, you approach those people with this, they've been looking for this too. So Bill, that's really the difference. You are now, my friend, you have found the choir. You're going to be preaching to the choir. That, my friend, is the huge difference that you'll see with this.
Lee, guess who's on the call? Just joined a couple minutes ago.
I have no idea who's on the call.
It's what you were just talking about. Eddie Reeves is on the call.
Eddie.
Eddie's on the call.
There he is.
All right. So, Bill, Eddie is my sponsor in this. I didn't know about Royalty. Eddie approached me. Now, Eddie, funny thing, Bill. Eddie, just like you, bought my LinkedIn Dominance. Okay, Eddie is one of my customers, just like you. I didn't know Eddie. Eddie approached me one day and said, Steve, he happened to approach me because he lives in Dallas and I live in Dallas. He says, there are a lot of businesses out there that we need to help. And I said, I agree, Eddie. I'm trying to do everything I can. But truthfully, I'm talking to businesses all around the world, and I hardly talk to anybody here in Dallas, right in my own backyard. Eddie knows people in Dallas. So we started going out and helping businesses in Dallas. And then he says to me, have you heard about this Royalty? And I said, Eddie, I said the same thing that you said to me, Lee. I said, Eddie, look, I'm all set. I've got funnel kits. I've got Entreport. I've got, all that to do on WordPress and Thrive Themes. I got my systems down. And Eddie says, you don't understand. You don't understand two things. Number one,
conversation.
Right. He says, you don't understand two things. Number one, this is the first affordable platform for businesses, because everything you're talking about, Steve, I know you charge thousands of dollars, which means that these small businesses, we were sitting in a coffee shop. He said, these small businesses like this coffee shop, they can't afford you. They're not going to pay you. He says, but they need something. I said, well, you're right about that, Eddie. I know you're right about that because I've seen that for 10 years. He says, here's the other thing. How do you like to make, guess what, Lee? Residual income every single month.
Bam.
I said, okay, show me what's going on, Eddie. So he got me in. And now Eddie, because he got me in, and Bill, Eddie is just like you. Eddie does not have a list, but he's got me. Underneath him, I do have a list. And Eddie now has all $9,000 that I have. It now comes in underneath him. All right. So he's going to earn a substantial amount of income based upon me. Now, you have to understand the comp plan, and we will work with you on the comp plan to make sure you maximize that. Okay. And Eddie actually is in a situation, because I've become such a whale for him, that we got to bring him another whale to help him equal it out a little bit. He's a little lopsided. We don't want a lopsided Eddie. All right. But we'll fix him. All right. But nonetheless, same thing could happen for you, Bill. Bill, I hope you can come in. I understand your situation, but I hope you can come in and understand what we're talking about. Understand what we're talking about. We are talking about at most an $87 investment. That's at most what we're talking about. All right. So you don't have to worry about that. You got Lee and I. We're going to shepherd you. We're going to show you the way. We're going to give you what we have. We're going to do workshops. We're going to give you templates. We're going to show you what we believe is the path to success. And we've got a vested interest in your success. And you don't have to buy inventory like all those other companies where I'm sure that's where your wife got burned. All right. I still can't believe how many people are here. All right, folks, what are we missing?
I guess we're just entertaining.
Okay. The owner, one of the owners of Royalty is Justin Bilababa. Justin Bilababa is a very sharp young man. He's a Harvard graduate, runs a great company. I have got a personal relationship with him because when I came on board, I said, Justin, you have to understand something. I've got a lot of people I want to introduce this to, and I want to make sure it's everything you promise it is. and I want to have a direct relationship with you, and I've got that. I could show you. Hang on one second here. Go back to my Facebook. Oh, I'll tell you what. Here's let me show you this. Well, first of all, I'll just show you right here. Justin Bilababa. So you can tell we are directly connected, and we have a substantial amount of Facebook communication and direct one-on-one communication where we're talking about things all the time, and I've got emails and everything that go back and forth, but we've got a direct relationship. So he is the CEO, and you need to know I would not be getting involved at this level and making this recommendation without being directly connected to the CEO and make sure that I've got that. All right. There's training all over the place is what Robert's asking. When you get onboarded, I will send you onboarding information as soon as we get up to this call. And I'm going to get off this call because, folks, you're either in or, unfortunately, you're going to start off 2020 not as part of what I think is the next biggest opportunity. We are here. We are here in the first full day of the first full week of 2020. And I know many of you have been having that conversation that 2020 is going to be better than 2019. Well, what are you going to do to make it different? You're not going to do the same thing and expect different results, right? We know what that's called. So why not put yourself in front of a significant opportunity that literally Entrepreneur Magazine wrote about this 6 years ago, okay? So this is not taking anybody by surprise. This is just knowing how to see the clues to success and positioning yourself so that success has to go right through you. That's it. You just position yourself so that the key to success goes right through you. Entrepreneur's been talking about it for 6 years. Rob Associates talked about it 5 years ago. I've been talking about it for a decade. All right? Folks, this is it. The success train is going right down the tracks. Either get on it, or I guess you'll expect different results from 2020 by doing the same thing. And you know what that's called. Lee, I'm out of breath.
I think I got it. Martin, and I think Robert or a few other people had some questions. It may
open
be
call. Hey, I'll just give it right here. Yeah, okay. Martin's asking because Martin's in. All right. Wednesday, I'm doing an open call. That means this. You go approach a business and you just ask them, would you be open to looking at something that is going to help you flawlessly follow up and bring back more customers? Would you watch a webinar on Wednesday? I'm going to give that Wednesday at 2 p.m. Central. The link to sign up is this. Understand, folks, this is not the link for you to sign up. This is the link for you to bring businesses here, and you'll get commission because I'm going to give this speech and I'm going to say, whoever brought you here, go sign up with them. Now, here's a problem, folks. If you don't sign up today, you can't get any commission. If you sign up today, you can bring people to this call. I will try to close them for you so that you get 100% commission. You got to sign up right now. Put the link in there to sign up one more time, and then Lee, we're going to cut it off.
Sounds like plan, buddy.
How many more ka-chings do I have? Who else did I not call that is in? I think we've called
So I mean, we're kind of joking around about this, but does anybody have a specific reason why you're not doing this? I mean, do you not? Don't take this the wrong way, but I'm serious. Do you not have anything better to do than listen to? Well, Steve's not old. I'm old. Listen to an old guy and a getting old guy talk about stuff. I mean, I know we're funny as hell, but I mean, literally, there's Netflix, guys. It has Stevie and I were talking about a great show that I just found on Netflix. You know, there's Netflix. There's a ton of stuff to do in life besides hang out with me and Steve. So I'm just kind of wondering. Den, you asked to see some examples of some of the web pages, and I put that in, and I put links to that in to a previous comment of yours as an answer to a previous comment of yours, and also made that available for everybody. So go click on that.
Dean says that he's going to get it in an hour,
Dean,
and we'll hold off the ka-ching. We'll have to email you a ka-ching, Dean, when you get in.
I tell you what, we will have a ka-ching for you. Okay. So Steve, we could do a ka-ching on
Here we
Audacity.
go. Dean, that's for you, because I believe in the law of reciprocity, Gene.
There you
Dean,
go.
we've ka-chinged for you. Now, the law of reciprocity means that I know you're going to sign up within the hour. Thanks, Dean. Welcome aboard.
We are ka-chinging at Ford.
Exactly right.
So we're ka-chinging at Ford, Dean. Steve, give the man an extra ka-ching, because I don't think future ka-chings are worth as much as a present ka-ching.
He gave us a thanks, guys, in all caps. Dean, welcome aboard, my friend. You made us laugh. Thanks, buddy.
Yeah.
I look forward to working with you and meeting you, Dean. You made me laugh.
So you got two ka-chings there. Sounds great, guys. Well, thank you so much for your time, Steve. I really, really appreciate you bringing this to everybody. Eddie, thank you for being on here also, my friend. We're here for you.
Hey,
Oh,
anybody here,
really?
Anybody here live in Dallas, by the way? Anybody here live in Dallas? Because a week from Wednesday, Eddie's going to be speaking live, and you need to see Eddie speak. Eddie is a master speaker, and it's Phil, excellent.
Eddie, I didn't know that about
what you're doing next Wednesday. You got a microphone, Eddie? Can you talk? Let me see if I can.
So Dan, when they sign up for royalty, they're going to get the royalty back end. But in other words, they get all the royalty stuff. In addition to that, we have developed, or mainly Steve has developed, actually not mainly, 100% Steve has developed, landing pages, email sequences, and Steve, you're just about to come out with a ignition funnel, and you guys will get this also. We have to manually push that out to you. All right, so it's not going to be there right when you sign in, but we will be manually pushing that out to you over the next 24 hours or so. Just give us a chance to, basically we have to take each item, put your email address in there and say send, and then it magically appears in your back office.
Hey, I think we lost Eddie. Dean said, Dean, I want to correct you on something. Dean says, I hope I'm the only one here from New York because I want to clean up New York.
Love that. Love
Yeah,
that.
well, I do love that, and New York needs a whole lot of cleaning up. So I love that. Dean.
You mean before everybody leaves?
Dean, actually, I want you to understand something. Okay, I'm not the only one in Dallas, and you know the beautiful thing is there actually are people in New York. They've got a different focus in this, but it's actually a good thing for you because they're going to be able to help you with success. In fact,
Yep.
I would suggest you even meet the people in New York and learn from them. There's 500 million businesses, Dean. You don't need them all. Okay, you can't handle them all. All right, so, but don't worry, Dean. You're going to be able to clean up, and we're going to help you, my friend. Okay. What else we got?
I think we're good.
All right, my friend.
Thanks so much, guys. For those of you who wondered if there were going to be a replay because we had some people come in late, yes. We'll download this, pop it up on a web page, and Steve, you want to tell everybody about what Eddie just popped in there 1 second? But anyway, we'll pop it up on a web page. We'll mail it out to everybody who was actually on the webinar here. If you have any questions, let us know. This may or may not be for you. I very, very rarely tell people what to do, but honestly, you need to do this. This is the future. Okay, and you need to get on this. Royalty has 20,000 approximate users right now. I believe, Steve, you told me that their goal is to grow this to 200,000 by the end of the year, which
Yes,
I think they can easily do given how fast these kinds of businesses grow. That kind of exponential growth, I think, would actually be fairly easy for them. Guys, you want to get in before that happens because you want a good chunk of that 200,000 to be your chunk of that 200,000. See what I'm saying? In other words, you get your slice of that pie. As the pie grows, guys, you know, you get your slice, guys. As the pie grows, guess what? You have more pie, right? So you want to get your slice of that pie sooner rather than later. And you also really want to take advantage of me and Steve actually helping you do this, that right there is huge. No joke. You would have to pay me and Steve an ungodly amount of money to get the kind of attention that you're going to get from us working within Royalty. If you wanted to work with us like this outside of Royalty, you're talking about many thousands of dollars per month. Why can we do this though? Because again, everybody's moving in the same direction. The bigger your business gets, the more money we make. It's that simple. Okay, so that's what economically allows us to give you the time that we're giving you.
Hey, if you live in Dallas, like I live just south of Dallas, Eddie lives in Dallas, and Jeff McKissick lives in Dallas, we have started something called Third Wednesday. And our first one is going to be a week from Wednesday. So go to thirdwednesday.eventbrite.com. $25. We're going to meet. I don't know if lunch is involved. We'll have to ask Eddie on all that. But here it is. This will take you to Eventbrite. Look at these three guys. There's Eddie. There's me. There's Jeff McKissick. Third Wednesday Business Accelerator Morning Mastermind. And we're going to get together on next Wednesday. I think that's the 15th. And we're going to do this every single month. Come join us. It's going to be excellent. What does it say? 7:30 to 9 a.m. So it's a breakfast. Includes a breakfast, a deep dive lesson from an expert, and an open idea exchange for participants. Eddie's going to be there. I'm going to be there. Jeff McKissick's going to be there. I'd love to meet you. Phil, you said you live in Dallas. Come join us. The link is in the chat, thirdwednesday.eventbrite.com. Come join us. I look forward to meeting you in person.
Cool beans. I think we got it, Steve.
All right. We'll talk to you later, buddy.
Thank you, guys. And again, there's a replay that should be out in a while. Thank you so much. Talk to you soon.
Bye-bye.